All right. Shalom, 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 everybody. This is the guy formerly known as Ivan, the Trinity of Water, now known as M, coming at you with another preparation for Purpose television show. I'm going to make this brief. So, I'm on YouTube, and I hear a lot of YouTubers speaking of the cell phones, and let me know. Comment, below if you have heard this as well. But of cell phones, I guess having ears. So let me let me explain what I'm hearing. They're saying that when you say something like, "I want some Chinese food," or "I need to get my daughter a bike," I need, something, simple. Just, you make a simple statement that the phone picks it up and then it throws like infomercials or, something in the guidelines of what you were just talking about. Now, if you, like I said, if that ever happened to you or you heard about this, comment below. I'll let her read it. Now, me, several times. Several times. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, God, I'm like, this must be God. This have to be ordained. I was literally just thinking about this. Now, sometimes, it may be, you know. But anyway, moving along, whether that's true or whether it's false, that's your perception. And that is the topic of the show today. Perception, in just like cell phones, what are they used for? They're used for communication, basically, or they're built mainly for communication. So the topic is communication and perception. Perception and communication, both very important, and very significant in the lives we live. So let me get straight to it. Your perception is what makes you. How you perceive yourself and how you perceive the world, that's who you are. See, a cell phone, I did a video a while back about the cell phone being similar to the brain. If someone has your cell phone, that's why it's so precious. Someone has your cell phone, they will know what you like, they will know what you dislike, and not only that, sometimes you might be somewhere you may not want the public to know what you really like. You might be a deacon and you might see some of them tales on YouTube, not YouTube, well, yeah, YouTube too, but on Instagram is what I was thinking of, on Instagram, and you might put, I'm going to save this where it's private, just like we think we're going to, but I'm going to perceive to the world. See, what I'm going to perceive is my best version. You're not going to know what I really like. But if someone has complete access to your cell phone, it's like an invasion of privacy because they know it all. The things you try to keep back, all that, just like your mind, it is right there. So just like the mind, where what you like, whatever you like, that's going to be the neurons in the brain, the neurotransmitters. They're going to form to patterns, neural patterns to what you like. And the more attention you put on something, whatever that might be, whether you perceive it good or bad, that's what's going to be manifested in your life. That is all from your perception. Now, how does communication correlate with the perception? Your communication is, let's say, a couple. It's a great example. A relationship. No, I take that back. Any relationship. Business, personal, or other, family, otherwise. The communication. Because all of your perceptions are different. So just like unconditional love, like I always explain, that's just accepting people for who they are. So when you accept people for who they are in a relationship, you have to understand them, take time to learn that person. So because your perception, no two people perceptions are alike. You can fake all you want, but they're not. So to learn them, so you can at least see where they're coming from. So you can, that brings peace. Communication is they had a book called, a very, very great tool to learn. They had a book called, The Art of Communication, I believe. I can't think of the author, right now off the top of my head, but check that out. Really good read. I did the audio. I'm more of an audio learner and hands-on kinesthetic learner. But yeah, definitely check that book out because it helps you to communicate your feelings. Which, it may sound soft, you can say whatever. It is, if you're trying to be your best version, if you're trying to build great relationships in all aspects of your life, you need to learn great communication. Because, as I said earlier, everyone perceives things differently. And just look back at all your relationships, especially let's say your girlfriend or your boyfriend or husband or wife. You said you get into an argument and you look at them and you're like, come on now. How can you possibly see that? Well, how, out of the situation that happened, you're baffled. Both parties. Now, I'm not talking about the cap when you just trying to maybe go out, you pick an argument, and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when it's real and you two are baffled. Let's say you're in counseling and it's two different, it's one sits down and tell their version and the other sits down and tell their version, two completely different versions. That's why they say you have to hear both sides of the story. You can't just take one person's side. Their perception completely different. Now I'm gonna end it with this real quick. I told you this was gonna be a quick one. Now, when I was hearing this about the cell phones, whether true, false, or indifferent, they were frantic. They were like trying to put people, I'm not saying intentionally, maybe so, maybe no, but it was like they were trying to put people in fear, like the machines are taking over. And that wasn't my perception at all. My perception was all things work together for the good of those who love Source, who love Most High God. It's cliche. You can say it's cliche. You can say, I'm not with the Bible. You can say whatever you want. Listen, that is what like mathematics. Some things to me are just facts. That's my perception. So I've seen it a whole nother way. I've seen it as, man, so it's just like, when you send a thought, which are things, into the universe, and you say, okay, like the law of attraction. And you say, okay, I want this. And it manifests back to you. So I'm like, wow, the cell phones is something tangible. Like, wow, I could think this, and then it's going to manifest. So rather than thinking of the negative aspect, like, man, it's an invasion of privacy, it's this, it's that. For one, I'm pretty sure they already got everything invaded. Just get used to it. You're always being watched. I'm trying to tell you, you're always being watched. But the positive note, like, wow, let me plant some seeds. Let me see if this thing is true. Put it into effect. Let me see if it's true. And then put some things out there. And whatever that phone brings, like, okay, I'm gonna bring some manifestation. I'm gonna bring some growth. It might be fitness goals. It might be financial goals. Whatever your goals are. Like I said, it might be relationship goals. Whatever those goals are, put it out there. Put it on paper. Say it out loud. See if it manifests on that phone. Put it into action. Anyway, like I said, stay up, keep your head up. Hey, my people, love y'all. Always trying to just spread love, peace, joy, happiness, all the characteristics of my father, my mother, and my son. All right, love y'all. Peace.